I don't want to rule or conquer anyone. I should like to help everyone if possible. Jew, Gentile, black man, white. We all want to help one another. Human beings are like that.
Wait, you're drinking water today? You going soft, old man?
Dude, I'm still with my box of wine.
Why are you using a glass?
going
Just drink out of the
soft.
fucking box.
I'm not going soft, you shitty fuck.
If you keep drinking like that, your dick
If
might
I
tonight.
could only show you the fucking what is behind my computer. It is
The arsenal.
yeah, it is unholy what's behind my computer right now.
Is that how you get your second income, running that underground bar?
I can
your mates come
honestly tell you that is 2 bottles that I showed you off of the 2, 4, 6, 8 bottles, and then a 3-liter 3-liter box of wine.
Jeez. All right,
3
wait.
liter, €3
Yeah,
box of wine.
Yeah, it
from
was
Aldi,
probably
right?
like 7.
Not even.
Yeah, it was €7, something like that.
Shit, he was paying up this week. Yeah, you can tell it was.
I swear to God, this is what Elon Musk uses to fire up his rockets. This is the sort of shit he puts in. It's the only way he
dude.
gets to return them.
And for our listeners, I've decided this episode has already begun, and just so everyone knows how much of an alcoholic Ali is. The other week, we had to go to IKEA to buy another shelf to put the extra gin bottles that she bought. So we literally bought a new shelf just to put, I think we have, 8 bottles of gin now? Something like that, just
Something
sitting
like
here.
that. But they're not like your everyday bottle that you buy, like your simple Beefeater or what's another cheap gin? The
Gordon's.
Gordon's.
Gordon's classic.
No, these are decent bottles. So
Yeah. So she gives me shit about drinking people, but I'm not the reason we need another shelf. Because I buy one and then I drink it, and I buy another one and I drink
Here's
it.
the thing, though. It depends on what logic we go with. Because if you need another shelf, that means you keep the liquor. If you never need another shelf, it's because you're
Exactly.
drinking it all.
Yeah.
I mean, so...
I'm not wasting anything. I only use, I only buy what I'm going to use.
That's a good excuse.
She just went to Germany and was like, oh, it's cheaper there than Sweden. I'm going to come back with fucking 55 liters of liquor.
But it was special gin, okay? It's not the shit you can buy every day, like at the Systembolaget here. So I had to go for it. And the other day, we went to the gin bar. And again,
I
we
love
went
that
there
place.
for Alex's birthday. We went there again. We went for our 4-year anniversary, wedding anniversary.
Hey!
Yeah, it was lovely. Alex took me to have a date with Alex. That wasn't my husband. It was the bartender. And I sat talking about gin the whole evening and how to make a good gin. So thank you, Alex, for this really good South Side, because he told me the exact measurements and how to perfect it.
Oh,
and
fuck.
It's delicious.
Oh, that's awesome. We actually have like a world-renowned rum bar. If you ever get to visit me, if he's open again, because right now he's like shut his entire place down just to go visit different parts of the world where he can like drink rum. That's all this guy does. He just goes to different parts of the world and finds the weirdest rums, then buys a couple of bottles, sends them to Belgium, then moves on to the next part of the world. And that's what he does. Then he comes back, opens this bar up. It's a huge fucking success. Like literally thousands upon thousands of euros per day. And then he fucks off again after a couple of years.
Jesus.
That's nice.
Yeah, but
But I mean, not going to lie. When I go to Belgium, I'm there for beer. Like, Belgium is home
yeah,
beer.
Yeah.
And I don't drink rum.
I think
I can't do rum.
you cannot do rum. Dude, it can be so good
No.
though.
I'm traumatized.
Yeah, but
Enough said.
that's probably because of cheap rum.
Yeah, you didn't get the €7 one. You bought the €3 one from Aldi.
No, it
Straight
was
up.
actually good rum, but I decided this was my first time being properly drunk
Okay.
at 17, and I had drank rum and cokes the whole evening, beer, champagne, cider. I had mixed like a motherfucker, and then half an hour before we needed to go, I decided to take shots out of I drank a whole rum bottle by myself.
It's amazing you're alive.
Fuck yeah. That actually brings me
Projectile
back.
vomiting everywhere.
That actually brings me back to you know how I was a like sound and light engineer for like review shows like
Yeah.
You know, that sort of thing, shaky legs, short skirts, you know, those kind of shows. And,
Yeah, I know places you hang around.
yeah. And so we had
those
this one
places.
production, and the night before, the dancing girls said, like, oh, let's go out and drink, and we know this great place, and it was this Greek place. And they gave me this drink called ouzo.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
Yeah. Which is very anisey. It's like, it's
Yep.
like,
It's similar to
licorice.
sake in
it's
some
a
ways.
very gross taste. What I didn't know is if you drink that and then
mix
you
it with
drink
water.
and you drink fucking water, you get drunk again.
you're supposed to mix it out with water. That's how
I
you drink
didn't.
it properly.
I mixed
or
it.
with straight ice.
I mixed it with water. After
Yeah, after the fact. In your stomach.
and holy
Everyone
shit.
has their
yeah.
story too, so...
Let me
I
just
remember-
say that
I'm not
show.
gonna say
that
my
was,
story.
that
Are
was
we here for drunk stories?
No, that's not...
We'll be here forever with me.
that ended
Well,
up.
actually... Okay, finish telling you story. I'm just
Yeah, but
interrupting you,
it
sorry.
just ended up being like the 2-hour worst show of my life ever. Sound light engineering. That show was fucking shit. They actually pulled me off, and I had to go lay down.
Is that how you got fired?
No, they paid me 150 euros for that show still, so that was good.
Might as well go back and do it again.
Fair enough. Okay, well, hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the At Random podcast. I'm your host, Ali, and I'm joined by the regular two dickheads, as always. Hello, Belgium. Hello, Australia.
That's not all who we're joined by today, though, right?
you.
No, we have a listener. In
Yeah,
the
we
actual
have our
Discord.
very first listener that's joined. See, fuckers, this is what you should be doing. At least one of you's fucking listening, you dumbasses, you sacks of shit.
I mean, you could be with your family on a Sunday, but fuck it. Come and listen to this.
Yeah.
It's way better. No one wants to be with their family.
Dude, I got a family. I made one myself. I don't give a shit. I'd rather be here.
You're a fucking idiot.
Yeah, that's true.
Perfect. Well, we might as well just get into the episode because we had a bit of a sidetrack in the beginning of it.
Wasn't my fault.
It's never anyone's fault,
It's
but
alcohol's
it's all
fault.
of our faults.
Yeah.
I figured today, to get into the Christmas holiday spirit or whatever the fuck you call it, we could do an episode about weird Christmas traditions around the world.
okay. I was worried there for a second. I was like,
We're gonna be
Ali?
singing jingle bells and shit.
Christmassy?
She's very Christmassy, actually.
Yeah, God. I
She
don't-
loves putting on their little red reindeer, Rudolph nose and their little reindeer horns.
Yeah, after this, I'm going out to sing Christmas carols.
Yeah, and then when she comes home, I bend her over and we pretend that
Oh
I'm
my
Santa
god,
and
I want to
she's just like,
join. Let's do it together. Jingle bell.
I'm not fucking serious.
Oh
Okay?
god. Okay. Well, fuck you then.
If Krampus was a person, or
Krampus. Are you German now? Isn't he German or something?
Oh,
Krampus?
we're gonna get to that too.
Oh, okay. Germans are odd
Yeah.
people, for sure.
So I figured we would do a little bit different traditions around the world and just have a little bit of fun. And to start it off, this is not really a weird one, I would say, but it sounds like a good one. It's the Giant Lantern Festival of the Philippines.
That sounds lovely.
Yeah, so
Cool.
fuck, I probably should have tried to read these names before, but Ligligan Parul
You sound like a native.
Sampernadu.
You sound like a native.
That's definitely
Yeah.
perfect.
Yeah, that is exactly how you say it. Yeah.
No.
Every Saturday before Christmas Eve in San Fernando, the Christmas capital of the Philippines, they have this massive lantern festival. So what it actually is 11 villages that compete against each other to build the most spectacular lantern out there.
What does the winner get?
I do not.
All the other
It's not
lanterns.
Yes.
They get all the other villages as slaves.
Yeah, that too.
Hey, you're mine now, little elf. Go build my village.
So they used to be quite simple back in the day. They were made out of papel de hapon, which is a Japanese origami paper,
Okay.
and lighten up with candles. But nowadays, obviously, with technology, they do the lanterns out of different materials. and they have they light them up with electric bulbs that sparkle in. I hate this word. What is it that those little
Kaleidoscope.
Kaleidoscope patterns.
That's a weird word.
Yeah.
But couldn't you cheat and just like put a drone in it and be like, "Oh, my lantern is amazing"? It's just
but it's the size out of it. It's not just something that flies up. So sometimes they can be up to 6 meters. Like they're massive.
That's like bigger than our apartment.
Yeah.
Like our apartment is just a Filipino lantern.
Do you think that's how the forest fires in Australia started in January? Is just one of those lanterns finally reaching its location in Australia somewhere?
Yeah, I definitely blame the Philippines.
Mm-hmm.
So they have a lot to answer for.
Yeah.
For the forest fires, to be honest.
Yeah.
For the bushfires.
And not at all the nature of Australia and how it actually works.
No, it was the Filipinos. Andy has categorically given me evidence.
Yeah.
That is the Philippines.
Yeah, let's blame the Philippines for it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, continuing in a very fiery spirit, we travel back to little native Sweden, or little Sweden, Gävle.
Oh, hey, yes.
And the Gävle goat. Gävle is a city in Sweden. So ever since 1966, they've been building this julegoat, or we call it julgoat. But we call it here, what is it called? Gävlebocken.
I don't know why you're asking me. What the fuck would I know?
So it's built every advent. So the 1st of December, they build this massive, how tall? 13-meter tall straw goat. It's more like a ram, I would say.
Wait,
It's
they
like a
make
ram's
it.
got the
They make it
horns.
year, or they build upon it every year. Like it gets bigger every year.
No, they
or?
build it yearly.
They make it every
okay.
year.
They-
Well, that's sort of
Yeah, out of
sucks.
straw.
It would be
Why?
cooler if they just build upon it and just instead of a regular
city
size
is a
goat.
goat.
Yeah. It's just let's
Which
go
part
to
of
the
the
goat.
goat do you live in? Everyone's just living in this straw goat.
Yeah. And out of this goat, or I would not call it goat, I would call it
It's more like a ram.
a ram, yeah. Almost the tradition of burning it up sort of built. It wasn't intended to be burned, but it sort of has become of a tradition. They actually have live stream cameras on this ram throughout December, so you can watch it in case anyone decides to
Set it on fire.
set it on fire.
It's a very common
It
occurrence.
actually got set on fire the other day.
Did it?
Yes.
Hey, they won.
Yeah, so they arrested someone for it because it's illegal. You're not supposed to do it.
What if I flew a drone with like napalm? Just like.
Is this the
napalm?
second time
Yeah.
you brought up drones? Do you have a new
Yeah.
fascination?
This is a good use for drones.
Okay, well, I'm down for
Just
it.
fucking fly it in there, torch the Gävle goat, and then just never get arrested for it.
Can you guys sneak in there and like make sure the logo of the At Random podcast is like in fire resistant material on there so that all that is left is our logo? Is that a possibility that we can do
Sure.
that?
We can try that next year.
Yeah, it's only like,
Yeah.
what, 2.5 hours north of us drive?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not that far.
Yeah, that's
But
not
Ali will also go with a Belgian flag and chuck it on the fire
Yeah.
to keep it
I
going.
mean, if
Of course,
she-
we all know she hates Belgium.
If she goes to Germany for gin, how much further would she go for the show? I mean, come on. It's not that far.
It's true.
So this ram has been set on fire. Like they would set it on fire traditionally after Christmas or New Year's, and it's been set on fire 30 times roughly.
Okay.
In the last like 60 years.
Yeah, in the last 60 years.
Like, it's not supposed to be on fire.
It's not
to be very
supposed
clear.
to. That was
it's
not-
arson. Like,
Yeah.
people just go and set it on fire.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be on fire.
Yes.
I'm just waiting for that story of the Viking guy with a bow and arrow and just the arrow lit on fire.
notching one for
Suck
his
it,
buddy.
goat!
I don't have a I don't have a Viking story, but I have an American story.
Oh,
apparently
okay.
in 2000
What did Florida do this time?
apparently in 2001 an American set it on fire
Okay.
and spent 2 weeks in jail and had to pay a fine of $10,000 for setting the ram on fire.
So that bad.
Yeah.
10 grand. Pretty
Leave
cool.
the ram alone.
How did he put it on fire? You got any news on that?
Probably with something
It's
that
straw.
starts
It's
a fire.
very easy to set on fire.
It's straw outside in winter. I mean, it's pretty damp and wet. I figured you'd have to have some like fire like fire enhancer or like fuel or whatever to light that
bit
shit
of
on
petrol
fire.
and a cigarette lighter, maybe.
Yeah.
Molotov.
Yeah.
That's
But apparently
that's a
he
good
was.
one.
He just said that he was confused and he thought that was tradition to do, that you were supposed to set it on fire. So he decided to take it upon himself and do it.
Playing the immigrant
Well,
card.
good-
What a guy.
Yeah.
Good at least that he found the right ram. I mean, for all we know, this guy
just
could have
setting a
walked
random
into
ram on
just a kiddie zoo ram. Just all the children. Ah! This one
You mean
guy
it's not
just
a real
it's
goat?
okay, I'm American.
This is how we do
I'm
stuff.
respecting your traditions.
Texas barbecue.
Respecting the shit out of your traditions. Fucking Florida, dude.
Okay.
Nah, if it was from Florida, we'd try to fuck it
Definitely.
Fuck it and then set it on fire.
Yeah.
while
Try to
setting it on
hold-
fire.
Yeah. While
Try to
on-
hold on to it.
if he would have been on drugs, definitely Florida.
Oh, bath salts for sure.
Yeah.
And then he went and like ripped someone's face off and tried to eat him.
Yeah.
Because we all know that's what happens in
Yeah,
Florida.
bath salts, man. Holy fuck, that was an awesome story.
Yeah. I don't know where a listener that is joining us is from, and I'm sorry if you're
I hope
from
they're from
America.
Florida.
Probably America. We get a lot of people interacting with us that are from America. I genuinely think these are like, we get the smarter kind of Americans. Like we get the one, the Americans 0.1 or 0.2. Wait, hold on. He sent us.
Oh, they
where
are
he's from.
American. Yes.
See,
they're
America,
American.
yeah.
Yeah.
And he
really
didn't
hope it's Florida.
I just wanted to be noted that he didn't say America. He said America. Yeah, like yeah,
Could be a
motherfucker. There you
she
go.
Andy as well.
Yeah. Well, if you didn't know, we have a special love for Americans in this podcast.
Oh shit! They just moved from Florida.
Moved from Florida. Oh,
Why
man.
would you
Missed
leave that place?
opportunities.
That place is like heaven
Yeah.
for news. It's like
Yeah.
it's fantastic.
Okay, if we keep on going down the line, we go to Austria, where they have the tradition of Krampus, like I was talking about before.
German, Austria. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. So obviously you have Saint Nicholas, who is the one that gives the presents to the children, who is Santa Claus.
Yeah.
And then you have Krampus, who is basically what Santa's evil twin that kidnaps the naughty kids.
Yeah.
So they have a tradition in Austria that the first week of December, young men dress up as Krampus and go around the city,
Setting goats on fire.
scaring the shit out of children.
Basically,
That
it's what
sounds
it is.
fantastic.
Yeah. So they do it especially on the eve of Saint Nicholas Day.
It's like if Halloween was reversed and the kids had to stay inside and the parents got
Yeah.
to go out. It was like scaring the shit out of kids.
Oh, but they
I
will
know
like
drugs put in candy.
Krampus
but-
will beat adults, like literally in the streets during the festival. They pick people and beat them with
Christ.
sticks.
Austria, never change.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Well, you know, maybe a little.
Jeez.
Stop beating the children too.
I mean,
Why
there's
stop at the
there's
adults?
some sadistic shit going on there still. You know, maybe change a little, like beat a
Yeah,
little.
I mean that's where Joseph Fritzl came from, so there's definitely some weird shit going on in that country.
Fucking Austria.
yeah.
What are we gonna do?
Oh, by the way, since you said, you know, the whole thing about you know that we had a discussion about Sinterklaas and Zwarte Piet.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know they changed it this year?
Good.
Yeah, no. I mean, they changed it to the point where people can, like, make it into their own story. Like, who was that makeup artist that said, like, oh, I'm so ashamed of this? Who was that makeup
Nikki?
artist? Yeah, Nikki. Yeah. So,
Who's Nikki?
Nikki Tutorials.
Nikki Tutorials. Yeah,
She's
she
from
went
the
on a
Netherlands.
rampage because we have Sinterklaas, which is 6th of December. So not 25. We have Santa Claus as well. But apparently everybody thinks that our Sinterklaas, which is a totally different character, is Santa Claus, which it's not. It just sounds alike. It's a guy from Spain, a saint from Spain that brings children candies and toys and shit like that. And his face, like his helpers' faces were all black because they had to go in the chimneys. And they had like completely black-faced makeup on with red lips. So you would actually think... So this year, they changed it into just putting their hands in like very dark makeup and just going over their face. So it's like soot, like chimney soot instead of...
Yeah. But that's the thing, it's like...
full-on blackface, because they actually, like, come to look of it, I know how it can be mistaken, because they did have full-on blackface. That was actually a fucking thing for years. Like, I grew up with that shit. Thinking it's so
There's probably a picture of Andy like that. We'll put it up on the internet.
I actually was gonna find an old... I watched a TikTok about this, someone that spoke about it.
Yeah.
And the thing is that it is actually, like, she was from the Netherlands herself, and she explained it, and she looked it up. So it is a way to ridicule black people. That's why it's, in a sense, wrong, because she explained that they were supposed to be clumsy in the way that the American would characterize black people back in the day.
How the fuck did that start?
Big red lips and stuff like that. So that's the thing. It's like if you make a character out of a person, so you dehumanize a person. I knew we were gonna get into this fucking shit, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just
it's
so you know,
racist, but good that you changed it.
Yeah. There you go. There.
Well, just so we know, as we said last episode, Ali, we all know you're the most racist one here.
I fucking not. You never. This is the thing. You never even fucking explained that whole thing, because you started talking about other stuff instead.
It was just a joke.
Yeah.
So. Fuck both of you.
Yeah, because I'm racist. Fuck both of us because I'm Belgian and he's Australian. Yeah, good gone you. Yeah. Just continue to show, Ali.
Dickheads don't have nationalities. They're just dickheads, okay?
Fuck, now I'm not even a national. I don't even have a nationality. What am I now? An alien?
Yeah.
Am I an illegal alien now?
I'm just fucking saying that you don't have to belong to a certain type of people or country to be a fucking dickhead. You both are dickheads. You're welcome. If you didn't fucking know it already.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Feels good to be appreciated and acknowledged like that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Japan.
Oh, yes. Is this about the Colonel?
Of course, because they don't really have Christmas traditions in Japan. They have quite, like, few traditions, but it's not really something that everyone celebrates necessarily. Yep. And so they have the tradition that every year on Christmas, they eat KFC.
Yep.
And it was established since the like we've mentioned this before.
It's a big thing in Japan to eat KFC on Christmas Day.
The KFC, like the chicken?
Yeah,
yes,
the Colonel.
How am I still living in Belgium?
Yeah, I mean, your Japanese is so good, as we've heard on this podcast. You would just fit straight in.
Oh, yeah, now I remember why I still live in Belgium.
You speak like a native. And you like chicken. I mean, come on.
Yeah, okay.
They have a very, like, a special festive menu each year. And, like, they sort of see it not necessarily a Christmas thing, but more like a love thing or family thing. So it's almost like their Valentine's. You're supposed to go out and eat
Don't
and
some
stuff.
people get married there?
Yeah. Isn't that McDonald's?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's McDonald's. They have that in Korea and China, I think, where you can get married at McDonald's.
Please tell me the Hamburger gives me my...
You can... like that sounds like a very Vegas thing. Getting married in McDonald's.
Yeah. No, but that's definitely a Korean thing. They do it in Korea. You can get married at McDonald's.
God,
I don't know specifically for KFC, but yeah, Korea.
I absolutely love these weird Asian things. Are Japanese or Asians too, right? Like, that's not a bad thing to say. You make me doubt my life, Ali. I'm just trying to be careful here. Don't look at me like that.
Like you're careful always. Yeah, sure. Like you care about that.
I'm trying to be.
We got very close in this podcast to just annexing Japan from a continent. Just making it its own thing.
I just don't want to be rude
Japan
anymore.
belongs to Asia.
Japan has such a love for KFC that if you have a PC and you have Steam, like the computer game thing, download the KFC video game. Made by KFC Japan. It is real. It is licensed, made by KFC Japan, called I Love You, Colonel Sanders. It's an anime game where you go to culinary school with like a dog and you get to romance Colonel Sanders while learning how to make the world's best fried chicken. It is the funniest, weirdest shit. And it's free. You don't have to pay for it. It's totally free.
And at the end, you get to eat the dog. Yum, yum, yum.
No, that's China. That has this tradition.
Oh, God damn it. See.
Get your Asian countries in a row. Come on.
No. Whoa. Japan's not Asian, all right? According to Andy.
And the dog
else.
tradition eating is only in a certain in a certain region. It's not throughout China. Because initially, because I didn't know what the fuck to do today, so I was like, oh, what the fuck am I going to do? And I was like, okay, I'll do weird traditions. Because Alex said, like, foot binding in China. I was like, yeah, but if we bring up China, then they're going to bring up
She was watching some documentary the other day, or like a month ago, and I was like, that would be like something. There you go.
Yeah.
Like you do? Foot binding?
Yeah. I watched a leg amputation once. I mean, what are you going to do late at night? It was fascinating.
Yeah. But anyways, I was a bit conflicted in bringing that up because then you, Andy, were like, but they eat dogs in China. No, they don't. There's a certain region they do it in, not all of China.
So they do it.
Okay, but anyway, Japan. Yeah, so they eat KFC on Christmas or throughout December in general, and you have their massive lines, and this has been established since the mid-1980s that it became a tradition.
What brilliant marketer. Like, I hope they're the CEO of, like, KFC Japan. Like, how did they, like, clearly some marketer made KFC, like, a Christmas thing somehow. Mm-hmm. I hope that person, like, got paid properly.
Probably.
There's probably the CEO in Japan somewhere.
Yeah,
Just
I mean, like, I love KFC, but it's not a Christmas food to me.
Just being like, well, what do a Western world, what do they like? They like Christmas. Bring in the KFC for Christmas.
I don't have enough.
And then you can tell that Andy's been living in Tokyo for the last 10 years.
Yeah. They have
an accent like that.
It's absolutely exactly how they sound like. Every Japanese person in my head speaks English
from Japan.
with a Japanese accent. It's just what happens.
Fuck off, Andy. From Japan, let's go to the Ukraine.
You can't eat, like, radioactive waste, Batman.
I'm not.
Are they like going into Chernobyl and picking mushrooms like the boars?
They're Christmas tradition, not food traditions.
Yeah, but Christmas is all about eating food.
Yeah, but not according to this list, okay?
And getting hammered.
Mm-hmm. Well, in Ukraine, they do the regular festive, but they do one thing that most other countries don't. When it comes to their Christmas decorations. Mm-hmm. They decorate their Christmas tree with
an AK-47.
Mm-hmm. That too, probably. That goes under the Christmas tree. Oh, okay. And then you go out and kill the Russians. I didn't say that, but I did. But I didn't mean it. Okay. They decorate it with spider webs. With fake spider webs. It's not real spider webs, but they decorate them with spider webs.
Give it.
And this tradition stems from a story where a poor family were very sad because they couldn't decorate their Christmas tree with beautiful lights and ornaments, and they went to sleep and they were so upset. And the spiders in the house apparently heard them, and they were like, let's make them happy. And during the night, they spun webs all over the tree. And in the morning, this turned into gold and silver. And therefore, people still do it to this day because it's supposed to bring good fortune.
I'm not buying it. This sounds like some dad left it in the attic a bit too long and was too close to Christmas, took it down, and it was covered in spider webs and went, oh, look, the spiders heard our plea, and they decorated the tree for us, kids.
To be honest, the first thing that hit me in the head was like, I could leave my Christmas tree all year in the attic and just bring it down like that.
Yeah, it's done.
And just call my family culturally, culturally accessible or whatever.
They're Ukrainian now.
Yeah.
Come on, that was just a dad.
We just
I don't fucking know. It's still the story.
I'm gonna do that now.
With your €2 tree from
Yeah.
Aldi.
From the
For those
Aldi.
that don't know, Andy's whole house is like built from Aldi.
No,
which is
actually,
like a
next
German
year
supermarket
I'm
chain.
planning on getting an actual Christmas tree.
She's going to Lidl.
Yeah, my wife genuinely wants a real Christmas tree, and I just want to chop shit down. So like, it works out great for the both of us. I just
Hopefully your
hate
neighbor has
seeing
one.
nature. It's the same reason I eat meat. It's not that I like it. I just like saying it to vegans that I do it, so I have to do it in real life.
Okay, speaking of
Merry
that,
Christmas.
Merry Christmas, that too. Now we go from the Ukraine to a little town called Osaka in Mexico.
What? Osaka.
Yeah.
That was such a Japan name, right?
Osaka.
Yeah, I thought it was
Osaka?
Osaka, like the Japanese
it's-
city.
yeah.
I was like, what? We're going
OAX.
back to Japan again?
No. OAXACA.
I don't know. You're the Spanish-speaking person here. You tell me.
Yeah,
what
I'm
it
not
is.
Mexican. I don't fucking know. Where they have the Night of the Radishes.
The radishes?
These are all poor people's traditions, man. This is just people with no
Andy.
money just saying like, "Hey, it's a fucking tradition, Kevin. Shut the fuck up and stop crying."
If we did rich people's tradition, just be like, oh, look, there's snow under the tree. It's just mountains of cocaine.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't...
Go
poor
with-
people's is more interesting.
Go get wet wood so we can build a fire in 2 days.
Like I said, this episode is weird Christmas traditions. It's not, you know me fucking white Christmas bullshit. Okay, relax. So anyway, the Night of the Radishes was a tradition that was established by the governor of this town back in 1997. The governor.
It's not that long ago.
Yeah, no, not that long ago. And basically, what they do is they encourage people to make sculptures out of radishes. So they carve radishes. Yeah.
That's
And
such a hard thing to do, man.
What a
so
weird
this
thing.
starts on the 23rd of December. And it isn't just one day as the Night of Radishes would tell. It's actually 3 days. It's a 3-day festival where people do sculptures out of radishes and people get to see them and vote for them. And yeah, probably the
If you
best.
do enough cocaine, it's only one night.
Yeah.
But
And you can
can't
buy
make-
them.
You can't make that big of a thing with a radish. A radish is like what, this big?
Yeah, but these are special. Like they're not for eating, so they're kind of like probably genetically modified.
Nuclear.
Yeah. I don't know.
Get your mutant radishes here.
Hey kids, come out here and carve these radishes. I mean, what a shit fucking Christmas. My parents made me do that, I swear. I would be out.
Well, speaking of that, what do you do on Christmas, Alex, in Australia?
Drink.
Okay, but as a kid, what were the traditions you would like coming
Well-
from Australia? What would you do?
All right, well, the first I need to begin on, it used to be cool. And then when I was about 4, my older brother's like, hey, at like 3 a.m. woke me up. He was like, hey, come and see this. And showed me that it was just my parents putting presents under the tree. So then I realized Christmas was bullshit. And then so basically after that, I just, would get up at like 6 in the morning. Try not to wake mum and dad up.
Okay.
Obviously banging on the fucking doors and shit.
Yeah.
Smacking cupboards. Like, get up. I want to open the bike that I can see under the tree.
Yeah.
Like, fucking just give me my damn... I know it's you. Don't pretend it's Santa. So yeah, I don't know, about 8, they'd come down. We opened presents. Mum would make pancakes with maple syrup. Then we would usually go to our friend's place for like... We'd go there probably about 10 in the morning and spend like the whole day there because it's summer in Australia, right?
Yeah,
So it's like...
to share some Vegemite drinks.
my favorite.
Yeah.
We'd barbecue. Well, like you'd have the like kettle grill going, doing like a turkey. Mum would make like a whole leg of ham with like golden syrup and like pineapples and cloves. And it was delicious.
Jesus.
And then you do like I don't like seafood that much, but you do like a lot of fresh seafood.
Mm.
And then you just get, or the parents at least would just get shit faced, and us kids would just fuck around swimming in the pool or like playing cricket in the backyard or just running around.
Dude,
Whatever.
privileged much.
Playing Grand Theft Auto Vice City or 3 was also a great memory I had when I was like 10 on the PlayStation.
And you
Good.
celebrate on Christmas Day, which is the 25th.
On the
right?
25th. Yeah,
Yeah.
we celebrate Christmas, not Christmas Eve.
Yeah, okay.
Fucking pagans.
Yeah. So obviously here in Sweden, we like the 25th is still Christmas Day. You spend it with your family, but here the real Christmas is on Christmas Eve, where we traditionally it starts at 2:00 because that's when
This
Kalle
should have
Anka-
been in the weird traditions.
Yes, so, but I'm telling you, so I don't need to write it down because I literally do this every fucking year.
It's fucking
So
weird.
Christmas in Sweden starts on Christmas Eve at 2:00 when Kalle Anka starts on TV, which is basically Donald Duck.
Yep.
We watch Donald Duck
At 2
on
in the
TV.
afternoon, they watch Donald Duck. Or it's not even Donald Duck, it's
Jesus.
Disney skits. And like
It's-
only 2 of them in the whole hour have anything to do with Christmas. The rest is just like Snow White or like Cinderella, and it's like
The
fuck
different
does this have to
clips
do with
out
Christmas?
of
Yeah.
the different clips out of different Disney movies and the future, the new Disney movie of the year, and
That's marketing again.
Yes.
Brilliant marketing.
Yeah.
And so we usually have like a light snack before, so we eat our salmon, the Västerbotten ost pie, which is a cheesecake sort of. It's actually
Real cheese.
real cheese.
Like
So
a
it's
strong
melted strong cheese, so they eat with sour cream and red onions and caviar.
Okay.
So that's sort of a starter, and then you have the whole Christmas dinner. And as kids, then because we're also obviously my family is South American, so we would always traditionally wait until 12:00 to open the presents when we were kids. And we would usually celebrate at my uncle's house with the whole family. So by that point, all the parents were shit-faced. And
Yeah.
That,
Okay.
and obviously I've celebrated some Christmases in Chile too, and that's the same thing on Christmas Eve. You have a barbecue, and then you wait until 12:00 till you open the presents, and then you would play all night. So on Christmas Eve, all the kids would be out in the streets just playing with their new toys
Oh, that's
at
awesome.
midnight. Yeah.
Does it get
So that's
snowy
fine.
in Chile?
No,
No.
It's also
it's
summer.
like it's summer. It's like 30,
shit.
35.
Holy fuck. Jesus. Oh, that sucks. I always love the white Christmas. I think that's cool and awesome.
It's different, like, because obviously when I first celebrated my first Christmas in Australia, they were like, oh, is this weird for you? And I was like, no, I grew up, like, some years we would spend Christmas in Chile, so it's, as a kid, it was a bit weird, because as a kid, we would still have snow here in winter. Now we really don't, because climate change, but that's something else. So it wasn't like super strange to me celebrating Christmas in hot weather, because I've done it before as a child. So
It's way better.
no, it's like
Better.
I haven't
yes
had
and
it.
no.
Never tried it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Maybe you
nice.
can come to Australia with us one year.
Maybe, yeah.
They wouldn't let him in.
They won't let him in now.
It's on some fucking like FBI, like Australian Federal Police wanted list.
Yeah, probably be like, nah, we have enough weird creatures as it is.
Exactly. We don't need more.
What about Belgium? How do you celebrate your Christmas?
Down the
I
chimney.
don't know if there's any one tradition in Belgium. Like, I think every family does it for itself. It's sort of the same with the presents, but I don't think we wait until 12 o'clock. Maybe some families do. We never did. We just eat and then exchange gifts to each other. That's
Do you do the
usually how it
24th?
goes. The 24th. One thing that because the 25th is when they get to play. So the kids are in bed by like 10, something like that. They don't get to stay up late. Family keeps on talking and drinking, so everybody's drunk. Kids are already in bed. Kids are safe. So that's when you start to drink heavily and like everybody goes home, and then you wake up in the morning and the kids get to play. And whoever you've been invited to, you don't bring your own presents, except for the people you go to. You leave the present for your own children. You leave that at home. So when they wake up in the morning, they get to play with it and open it then and shit like that. So it depends on what you're doing. One Christmas tradition that I do know in Belgium is that they always play The Sound of Music. Every fucking year they play The Sound of Music. That's like a Christmas movie. I personally have made it my my objective to every year before Christmas to watch Die Hard 1.
That's how it should be.
the best Christmas movie ever.
It is. It's the most Christmas movie ever.
what I've started to do since ever I left home and start living by myself is every year I invite one homeless person over for a Christmas dinner, and then I usually tell him to be here at 8:00 in the evening. Then I put down all the lights by 7:30, and I pretend I'm not home at 8. So he can fuck off again. It's a great tradition.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no.
For a second, I was like, wait, Andy, let's homeless people come over for
No, have you met
I've
this
never heard of
twat?
this before.
Fuck you. I wouldn't be that kind.
No, we know that.
I just leave a note on the door that says just work for it, and I just pretend I'm not home. You know, that's what you do for Christmas. You give people advice.
Then I hope they like shit in your mailbox or something.
Oh, they would. Here in Belgium, they would. We got some homeless people that are very vicious. Actually, this is absolutely true. If you are ever in Belgium, and this is absolutely 100% like a certainty, Belgium has such a sound structure when it comes to homeless people that if you genuinely live on the streets, it's because of your own choosing. There is not a single situation that doesn't have a catching net for homeless people. There's no way you can possibly ever end up on the streets because our system is so soundly secure for people not to be in the streets. That the people that live in the streets are usually fucking mental. So if you want to get shit in your mailbox, absolutely invite a homeless person to your home on Christmas Eve. Be kind to him all night. Still, you'll get shit in your mailbox probably. These people are fucking mental. Never approach a homeless person in Belgium.
Jesus.
It's absolutely true. I'm not kidding.
The Christmas spirit is alive and well.
I'm not shitting you. It's absolutely true. It's absolutely fucking true. We have such a good system that the people that live on the streets actually choose to live on the streets. And that is usually something to do with their mental health being.
Well, that's good. Shame about the language, though. But
Which one? The French, the Dutch, the
All of
Flemish, the...
I'm talking
Some of
about the
them probably
Belgium
speak
language. Moving on. Also, to clarify a little bit about the Swedish, there's Kalle Anka, the Donald Duck tradition. It's not only Donald Duck. It's a whole TV program that goes on until like 6 o'clock in the evening.
Yeah.
And some people used to watch all of them. I only watch until Kan du vissla Johanna, which is a really sad movie about a kid that didn't have a grandpa, and then he adopts a grandpa from a elderly folks home, and then the grandpa dies, and he teaches him how to whistle.
Or...
But you did say that you always watch the new Disney movie as well on Christmas?
No, they show like a snippet out of
like a trailer.
Yeah, a trailer out
like
of
an
the
extended trailer.
Yeah, out of the this year's new Disney movie.
I was gonna say you should be proud because I think the latest new Disney movie is being released the 24th of December, which is totally not a marketing thing. But it's called Encantado, and I think it's something to do with Chile, if I'm not mistaken. Like, I'm not sure. Wait, hold on. I gotta fucking look this up.
I'm pretty sure it's not about Chile.
It's not? God.
I've seen it, but I don't think it's about Chile.
Is it about brujas
No,
and
it's
witches?
I don't know. It's probably in Mexico, so...
Yeah, just go on with the show. I'll look it up.
Yeah, get on with the damn show.
Yeah. Like... Because the second I start talking again, Andy's going to find the information and interrupt me again. So I might as well just sit quiet for the minute that Andy needs to look this up.
The real question is, what would you do? Would you invite a homeless person over for Christmas?
No.
To be fair, I don't think they'd want to come in our shitty apartment anyway.
No. But sort of
Better
like
off on
Andy
the
says,
street.
it's the same here in Sweden. We don't really have homeless people living on the streets. If they do, it's usually because they choose to.
Or they're the gypsies living in a tent in the forest.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay, got it. It's Colombia. I'm sorry. It's not Chile.
It's that close enough.
Potato.
Geography. Again, we talked about this
Look, you're
morning.
just jealous that at least Colombia has the
potato,
Colombian
come on.
fun.
It's
You're
all
just
the
jealous
same.
that Colombia at least has the fun stuff.
Yeah, true. Okay, let's continue to Wales, where they have the tradition of
Fucking a goat. A sheep, sorry.
Mari Liwd. I don't know. I don't know Welsh.
Yeah.
Which is basically a pagan tradition that has... It's sort of lived on. It's not as common anymore, but it used to be quite common. Some people still do. And what it basically entails is that they get this horse skull, so the skull of a horse, and they're decorated with ribbons, bells, and flowers, and then they stick it on a pole, cover it with white sheets, and a person goes in under it, and they walk around the village. So it's a tradition of the Mary Law. And so they go to family homes, and they stand outside the door where they challenge the family in the house to a rhythmic insult in Welsh.
Oh my god,
That's
in Welsh.
awesome.
Are they flighting? They're just flighting people.
Yeah, I got a new Christmas tradition I'm gonna be doing.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna skin the horse. It's just gonna
Now
be a
you're
horse's head.
So the horse with some group, they start throwing basically rhythmic insults to the family, and they have to respond. And this challenge might go on until someone wins. And then they invite the horse in for drinks, and then they go on to the next house.
Wait, the guy in the horse gets the best job. He gets to go and insult people, and then they invite him into the home to get drunk.
That is a job that's just written on my body.
Yeah, that's like the best thing ever.
How
I don't know
bad
if
does
it's
it get
alcoholic
by
drinks.
the end? Yeah, but how
be.
bad does it get by the end of the night, though?
It doesn't
No,
matter.
it's all in good fun, though.
It doesn't matter if they're Welsh.
yeah,
No one can
I
understand
bet.
them when they're sober, so it's irrelevant.
By the end of the night, they have to be like, yeah, hey, you with the face, hey, fuck you, give me a drink.
Like I said, I don't know if
welcome,
it's
sir.
alcohol, it's just like refreshments, but that could be anything.
Nah, man, that guy's getting
Yeah,
a
it's
beer.
Yeah,
gotta
and
be
this-
alcohol.
This insult battle is in... Yeah, I'm not gonna fucking be able to say that.
Nah, try.
Povnok. So PWNCO.
They're not letters that go together.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. I can't say it. Yeah. So they still do it in some parts. It's not. It used to be more widely spread, especially in the northern parts of Welsh. But some people still do this.
What
to
do
this
they
day.
do if two people want to be the horse? There's the one town horse guy, or do they battle each other?
I don't know really.
Because if some guy's trying to get in on my turf, on my free drinks, you can bet your fucking all your like life savings he's going down.
Yeah.
Only I will get to insult people and get free drinks.
Let's continue because we're running a bit of it out of time here. So next up is Iceland and the Jule lads.
What's wrong with that country?
So 13 days before Christmas, 13 trickster troll-like characters come out to play and visit children around Iceland. And the children have to put their best shoes in the window. So the Yule lads will give them presents. And if they don't put their shoes out or their good-looking shoes, they give them rotten potatoes.
What?
That's awesome.
Yeah. So the good ones get presents. The naughty ones get rotten
So
potatoes.
basically, if you're poor, you just get rotten potatoes. Get better
Yeah,
shoes, you fucking peasant.
But
Take some
isn't that
rotten
already
potato.
like what poor person gives a shit? Isn't that already the case?
Andy, we've already determined that they put spider webs on their trees.
Yeah, true. Oh, by the way, can I just quickly go back? The tradition you just talked about, the Marie-Louise tradition, is actually a little bit different than what you told, and it's rather quite interesting. The best part of this is the person inside of the house needs to sing back excuses why Louis, the horse face guy, can't come in, and it goes back and forth until one of them gives up. If the person inside of the house can't respond, they let Louis in, and he gets to raid your pantry and drink all of your beers. So basically, you're rap battling a horse skeleton to keep all of your alcohol, which is fucking amazing. So that guy does get drunk a lot.
Yeah. It was a bit different because it had a whole backstory of the horse it being a pregnant horse carrying Mary when Jesus was born and shit like I don't know.
I've heard it's healthy for horses to get shit faced while pregnant.
The drink all your beer thing sounds better to me.
Yeah, like there were different ones, like I
one.
said, because obviously the tradition is not upkeep this much anymore. So like different sites had different things.
Yeah.
Well, continuing on, from Iceland we go to Norway. So in Norway, a Christmas tradition they have is to hide their brooms.
What?
Why?
Yes, they hide their brooms on Christmas because back in the day people used to believe that evil spirits and witches would come out on Christmas Eve looking for brooms to ride. So people today, or still to this day, they hide their brooms. But I also saw a comment somewhere else that people actually do that because you're not supposed to clean on Christmas.
Yeah.
Either which one.
I would do two things on this occasion. I would hide my brooms and I would wrap some straw around my nutsack and whatever they want to ride there, they get to do it.
Disgusting.
Genital warts for the
thank
win.
you.
No, but what I don't get about that story doesn't make sense.
I'm just making a good thing out of a bad situation is all.
I would leave my broom out because I want the witch to fuck off out of my house.
I don't know,
Like,
probably
otherwise
they
she's
would
just
ride
loitering.
around and fucking...
Take my broom and get the fuck out.
Just fuck
What
off.
do you think?
It's
She's
like
the horseman?
We have a similar tradition here. Not that we hide the broom, but in April for Easter in Sweden is when the witches travel back to Blåkulla, which is where the witches are from.
Yeah.
So in Easter here, children dress up as witches
Okay.
and ask for candy. Sort of like Halloween, but it's not.
Okay, cool. Well,
Or
that's
they're
fine.
not really witches, they're påskkärringar. So you would wrap a scarf around your head and then you would paint your cheeks red with little dots, like make yourself look like a witch. So I don't know, I can't remember exactly.
You didn't have to paint yourself much when you were younger, did you?
They didn't let her play because she was not Swedish.
Yeah, that too.
She didn't play at all.
She was the real witch, little did they know.
Fuck
Yeah.
off, both of you. Okay, the last one that I have is from Venezuela, Caracas.
Ooh.
So they have a tradition, usually, obviously, Venezuela is a Catholic country. So on Christmas, you go to the church.
Oh, God.
But what is so special about this, that on the morning of Christmas Eve, when you're supposed to go to church, people in Caracas do something different. They don't just walk to church, they roller skate to church. So the whole town put on roller skates and go to the church, and then they take them off, and then they ride. Yeah. And people that don't join the tradition, apparently some kids that don't go, that they follow the festivities from the TV, they would tie a string on their toe and hang the string out of the window so the people passing through roller skating would pull on the string.
On their toes.
Yes, I don't know.
Okay.
As you do.
What? Why?
No, I'm not from there.
Jesus Christ.
This is just what I
You'd
read.
be pretty lucky, though, if you're a kid on your way there and you crashed and broke your arm. Because at least then the priest couldn't touch you. Yeah, actually, that was your Christmas gift, was like not being molested.
Yeah,
on
how many were there in 2 weeks? 250,000 that they
Christmas. Something like that.
they found.
France, yeah.
It was Catholic
I'm
Church
just saying,
is on the
like, you gotta
rise.
see the bright side. Well, your arm's broken, Jimmy, but unlike your brother Billy Bob, you didn't get touched, so.
Oh my god. Yes. Okay.
You
well,
win some, you lose some.
Well, to end the Christmas spirit, of course, we had to end on incest. Why? Or not incest.
unless your
not
dad is the
Incest.
priest.
It's pedophilia. Come on now.
Yeah, if your dad was the priest, he's doing it wrong. He's not supposed to have
Jesus
kids.
Christ.
It's been a long week, okay? Leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah, don't ever, we got people from America listening here. If people are listening from Alabama, they're going to be pissed off you using
well,
incest in
Mississippi.
that way.
Mississippi, not Alabama.
Oh, shit, yeah.
They only do
Mississippi.
cousins, not direct relatives. Like, in the family.
Whatever. That was my weird Christmas traditions around the world. You're welcome.
Yeah, it was good. I still want to do the rap battle shit. Just out of the blue here in
I think
Belgium.
that's the best.
I don't
one.
know. Like, I just think that's the fucking best one that came out. It's just a horse's head under a sheet, and you go to people's door and then drink all their beer if they can't keep responding. That sounds like it's made for me.
And I've played enough Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I'm good at flighting.
Oh,
I
yeah.
win all those flighting battles.
Oh, but you get choices there.
Yeah, but I still get them always right.
What are your ideas on the new Assassin's Creed fucking bullshit?
The new Valhalla.
Yeah, you didn't hear
new
about
game.
the updates? Well, it's not an
No.
update. It's something you buy after the game is all. It's like
Oh, like an
Assassin's Creed
expansion.
Valhalla and then something. And it has all the gods and monsters of the Vikings in there, or the Romans. I can't remember. It's like an expansion they've released, and everybody's pretty pissed off because it's not Assassin's Creed anymore.
I don't give a shit.
No one cares about incel gamers getting fucking insulted about shit, okay?
Yeah, I guess so.
You're just a hater, man.
Yes, I am. And Merry Christmas to everyone. My drink is empty, but I'm gonna go make another one.
She seems pretty pissed off about the drink being empty.
I told you, man. We had to buy a new shelf just to keep up her addiction.
That's a good addiction. I mean, just buy a bigger table like I did. Works as well.
But we don't all have a castle, all right? We've been over this.
Yeah, we live in a shoebox. Calm down.
True. But one day, it'll get better. Are there any weird Christmas traditions you guys remember from, like, growing up inside your own home? Like, things... Because I know, like, Christmas traditions are either a very people-orientated thing, but sometimes within families itself, there's, like, Christmas traditions. Like, every year... Uncle Bobby touches all the nephews, sort of fucking bullshit. Family traditions, I guess. Is there anything you remember from when you were growing up?
Well, like I said, we used to celebrate Christmas with
Christmas? Wait, hold on. Lurkin Prion, the guy that joined us on the chat, says Christmas Pickle on the Christmas tree?
Is that... I mean, you wouldn't want a cat, or do cats just not like pickles? Maybe it's a way to keep the cat away from fucking up your tree.
Cats
don't like pickles, I don't know.
That is
Then
possibly,
keeps them away.
yeah, they think it's a snake or something, right? You see those videos where cats just jump up and think it's a fucking other animal. But apparently in America, there's families that have pickles in their Christmas trees. Family is German, the pickle was hidden, and whoever finds it gets a special present.
God.
Uncle Joey touches you. Gets to play
Uncle
with your
Fritzl.
pickle for a bit. Yeah, it's Uncle
Jesus.
Fiddles. Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure, like, almost most countries have the food, hide something in the food. Because in Australia, you do the pita, right? Or that's your
That's
Greek
Greek,
tradition.
but that's New Year's. That's not Christmas.
Oh, is that New Year's? Okay. Well, on New Year's, they make pita, which is puff pastry with feta cheese and spinach sometimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And you
Sounds
hide
amazing.
a coin. Yeah, it's really good. If you've never had pita, have pita. They hide a coin. So whoever gets the coin in their piece of pita gets good fortune for the year.
Some shit. Or a broken tooth.
Yeah.
Depends. And my younger... It's always rigged because my younger brother... I have two brothers. My younger one, he won like every time.
Yeah.
And of course, my grandma was the one who sliced up the pieces and then gave them out. I was like,
It's
come on.
basically grandma telling you you're her favorite.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, not.
Wait,
not
hold on.
ours.
Well, not
He
me.
sent. There's a Wikipedia about this. Holy shit! Wait, hold on. Let me check this out. The Christmas Pickle is a lesser-known Christmas tradition for some Americans. A Christmas tree decoration in the shape of a pickle is hidden on a Christmas tree, with the finder receiving either a reward or good fortune for the next year. There are a number of different origin stories attributed to the tradition, including an origination in Germany. This theory has since been discounted. and is now thought to be a German-American tradition created in the late 19th century. Oh, that's cool.
Mm.
Yeah, I'd never heard of that.
Me neither.
Yeah.
In Sweden, we have the find the almond and the porridge, the rice pudding.
Mhm.
So whoever gets the almond in their serving of the rice pudding wins something.
Yeah, I think there was one where something was placed within food as well, and when you got it, you were supposed to be the next one to get pregnant or married or something like that as well. I faintly either it's just something I saw or it was in a fucking horror movie. I can't remember what it was, but like
Our listeners on the ball, don't eat that cake. Exactly.
Don't eat that cake, yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, look, on that note, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for listening. Let's close the show off. Thanks again for lurking pre-on, Buddy Boy, for joining in this chat, because that's amazing. Like our very first live listener. To anybody else who's interested, we do this live shit every 2 weeks. We'll be on live. So if you want to listen in and hear all the bullshit you don't hear on the show, then join us.
Because I edit a shitload of it.
Yeah, you do. You do so much.
Imagine if we did an uncut. We're just
No, we'd be canceled so much faster.
Yeah, it's surprising though how tame you've been this episode.
I mean, yeah. I do want to be a little bit more careful than usual. All right. Well, on that lovely note, look, you can join the Discord server. The link of that is in the description down below. So go check that out and just click it, join us, talk to us. We'll talk back. All right.
tell us where you put your pickles.
Yeah.
That too. And on Instagram, you can find us at @random.podcast, so at.random.podcast.
And on Twitter, we are AT_randompod.
Yeah. And Merry Christmas to everyone.
All right. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Christmas. Yeah. I don't know what else to say. Bye.
See ya.
Okay. Bye.